Imagine living in an extraordinary country where housing is free, gold is everywhere, and men can marry multiple wives. It sounds like something out of a fairy tale, but in Brunei, everything I just mentioned is a reality. In this small yet unique Southeast Asian nation, Brunei has long been famous for its nickname, the Wealthy Kingdom, thanks to its abundant oil resources. However, luxury and opulence are not the only things that make this place attractive. Brunei also boasts unique cultural features and one-of-a-kind laws that not everyone knows about. Are you ready for a journey to explore the strange and unique laws of Brunei? Join us as we uncover Brunei, a place where peculiarities and distinctive laws intertwine, promising you unforgettable experiences. Number 15. Free housing. Dreaming of a prosperous life where you don't have to worry about housing, education, or healthcare? Then Brunei is the ideal destination for you. For just $1, you can own a spacious house in Brunei, one of the wealthiest Islamic nations in Southeast Asia. Yes, you heard that right. Brunei is not only famous for its magnificent palaces but also for its excellent social welfare policies. This place is dubbed the Promised Land for those seeking a prosperous and comfortable life. As a Bruneian citizen, you only need to pay a symbolic fee of $1 to register for housing. After a few years, the government will grant you a spacious, modern house. Besides housing, Brunei offers completely free education and healthcare from preschool to university. You don't spend a penny on your education, and your health is well protected with a modern and entirely free healthcare system. Moreover, the Bruneian government provides many other welfare benefits such as high unemployment benefits, financial support for studying abroad, and even covering hospital expenses if you need treatment overseas. Brunei highly values Islam. To fully enjoy these wonderful benefits, you need to follow Islam. However, this does not mean you have to give up your current beliefs. Brunei respects freedom of religion and welcomes everyone. Living in Brunei, you will enjoy a prosperous, leisurely life like a king without financial worries. You can focus on personal development and enjoy the good things in life. If you are looking for a better life, Brunei is the ideal destination for you. Try your luck and make your dream of owning a house for just $1 a reality. Number 14. Men can marry multiple wives. This might make many men want to move to Brunei. The country allows men to marry more than one wife at a time. This may sound like a paradise for men, but in reality it's not that simple. To be allowed to marry more, Bruneian men must meet strict conditions. First wife's consent. This is the foremost condition. Without the first wife's consent, any intentions to marry more are meaningless. Even relationships or bringing another woman home without the first wife's permission is considered illegal and can lead to imprisonment. Financial capability. Men who want to marry multiple wives must prove they have enough financial capability to support all their wives and children. Living costs in Brunei are not cheap, making this a significant burden for men. Fairness and responsibility. Polygamy doesn't mean men can simply collect wives. They have the responsibility to treat all their wives fairly, ensuring they are well provided for both materially and spiritually. Currently, the Sultan of Brunei, Hassan al-Bolkiah, has 3 wives and 12 children. However, he divorced one of his wives in 2020. The polygamy law in Brunei attracts mixed opinions. Some believe it is a cultural tradition that should be preserved, while others argue it violates gender equality and disadvantages women. Nonetheless, Brunei undeniably has a unique and distinctive marriage law compared to most other countries in the world. Number 13. Gold is everywhere. Gold glitters everywhere in the Kingdom of Brunei, where the allure of massive gold and silver treasures can captivate you if you're not careful. Like many Arab countries, gold in Brunei is found everywhere, from mosques to palaces, museums, and luxury hotels. This wealthy country is famous for its oil resources, and gold is abundantly used to decorate cultural and religious monuments. The most notable is the Jema Asr Hassan al-Bolkiah Mosque, where tons of gold were used for construction. It's estimated that about 5 tons of gold were used to adorn the mosque's domes, matching the 29 domes to the 29th Sultan of the country, Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah. One of the most magnificent highlights is the oil lamp tower in the mosque, made from 24,000 pieces of gold and weighing about 3.5 tons. The entire architecture, from marble staircases and carpets imported from Arabia to European tiled walls and diamond-studded chandeliers, reflects the opulence and wealth of this nation. On sunny days, the glistening rays from the domes and golden details create a magical feeling. To avoid being overly dazzled by this splendor, it's wise to exercise self-control, as advised by those knowledgeable in Brunei's art and culture. Number 12. Christmas is banned in the Islamic country of Brunei. Christmas is not just an unfamiliar holiday but a forbidden subject by law. Unlike the festive atmosphere in many countries around the world, Brunei dons a silent cloak during Christmas. With about 65% of the population following Islam, Brunei values its faith and preserves its traditional values. In 2014, Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah issued a nationwide ban on Christmas, marking a cultural turning point in the country. The reason behind this ban is the desire to protect the Islamic faith and avoid mixing different cultures. According to the law, anyone, Muslim or not, who violates this ban could face up to 5 years in prison and a fine of up to $40,000. This means that all Christmas symbols, such as trees, greeting cards, and even Santa Claus costumes, are banned in public. Bruneian citizens, whether Muslim or not, must be cautious when privately celebrating Christmas to ensure they don't affect the surrounding community. However, the non-Muslim minority, about 32% of the population, is still allowed to celebrate Christmas privately, but they must notify local authorities. The Christmas ban in Brunei has sparked much debate, attracting international attention. Some believe it violates religious freedom and shows a lack of respect for other cultures, while the Brunei government insists that this decision is necessary to protect the nation's cultural and religious identity. Although Christmas is no longer publicly celebrated in Brunei, the spirit of the holiday still quietly exists in the hearts of some residents. They find ways to convey messages of love and hope in private and meaningful ways. The story of Christmas in Brunei is a testament to the world's cultural diversity and complex religious rules. Whether this ban will change in the future remains unknown, but it has undoubtedly left a significant mark on Brunei's cultural and social life. Number 11. Not praying can lead to imprisonment in Brunei. Friday and Sunday are not just regular days off, but hold special significance. These days are reserved for Islamic activities, ensuring convenience and reverence for the faithful. This is clearly reflected in the rule that all shops close on these days. Moreover, according to Sharia law, Friday is considered a mandatory communal prayer day for all Bruneian citizens. Failing to attend the prayer on this day can result in fines or even imprisonment. Therefore, every Thursday afternoon, the atmosphere in Brunei's mosques becomes extremely lively. Employees diligently clean every step, every wall, and every corner to prepare for the thousands of worshippers who come to pray on Friday noon. In these sacred moments, Muslims in Brunei are entirely immersed in reverence and devotion. They pray with strong faith, turning towards the mosque with sincere prayers. As a visitor to Brunei, it is important to respect the local culture and avoid eating or drinking in front of them, especially pork-related dishes, during prayer times. Immerse yourself in the solemn and serene atmosphere to fully appreciate the unique cultural beauty of this country. Remember, Brunei is not only famous for its magnificent palaces but also attracts tourists with its distinctive cultural and religious values. Come and experience the difference and uniqueness of this Islamic nation. Number 10. Alcohol ban. Brunei, the beautiful Islamic country in Southeast Asia, is famous for its strict regulations on alcohol. Unlike the vibrant, bustling atmosphere of tourist spots, Brunei offers a completely different experience, where parties only happen behind closed doors. In Brunei, you will not find lively bars, intense nightclubs, or loud music echoing through the streets. Instead, you will be overwhelmed by the peaceful, quiet beauty of this Islamic nation. Brunei's laws prohibit the sale and consumption of alcohol. This regulation stems from religious beliefs, where alcohol is seen as a substance that causes people to lose their minds, leading to wrongdoings. However, non-Muslim tourists can bring a small amount of alcohol into the country. The regulated amount is 12 cans of beer and 2 liters of liquor per entry, applicable to both tourism and business trips. It's important to note that this regulation may change over time, so visitors should check the latest information before traveling to Brunei. The alcohol ban creates a different Brunei where gatherings happen discreetly and privately. Instead of meeting at bars or nightclubs, Bruneian people spend time together at home, where they can comfortably talk, share, and enjoy happiness with family and friends. Brunei, the land where alcohol is banned, is a unique destination for those who want to fully experience Islamic culture. Visit and discover the distinct beauty of this country, where traditional values are preserved and upheld. Number 9. Using medication is illegal. Stepping into Brunei, visitors may be overwhelmed by the strict rules, especially regarding medication use. Unlike many countries that only ban certain types of drugs, Brunei enforces much stricter regulations, making medication use a sensitive issue that can lead to legal troubles. Even common medications like cold medicine, painkillers, or sleeping pills can be banned in Brunei. Bringing travel medication requires thorough inspection and prior approval, and visitors must provide clear documentation of their intended use. These strict regulations aim to ensure public safety and health, preventing drug abuse and illegal trafficking. However, this also creates many inconveniences for travelers, especially those who need regular medication. To avoid legal troubles and ensure personal safety, visitors to Brunei must strictly adhere to the medication regulations. Check the list of banned medications before departure, seek permission to carry medications as per the rules, and bring the necessary documentation. As with any country, respecting local laws is extremely important. Prepare thoroughly for your trip to have a safe, enjoyable, and memorable experience in Brunei. Number 8. Use the right hand. Have you ever been to Brunei? If you have, you will understand the communication etiquette that needs attention when visiting this country. Interacting with Bruneians is truly an art. Using the right hand correctly is extremely important. Bruneians often shake hands gently with a brief touch and then place their hand on their chest. Some do not shake hands with the opposite gender. Instead of emphasizing the fingers, one should use the thumb of the right hand and the other 4 fingers to grip lightly from underneath. When giving gifts to Bruneians, especially food items, you should present the gift with your right hand. If invited to eat, accept the invitation with enthusiasm, even if you eat only a little. If you need to refuse, gently touch the plate with your right hand. The important reason for always using the right hand is that, according to Brunei's Islamic practice, the left hand is considered unclean. Therefore, in significant religious ceremonies, Bruneians do not use their left hand, for example, when handling food, ceremonial items, or shaking hands. When giving gifts or receiving food or ceremonial items, if both hands must be used, the left hand should be placed under the right hand. Understanding and respecting these customs not only helps visitors make a good impression, but also contributes to respect and harmony in interactions with the locals. Number 7. Littering is heavily punished. Do you have a habit of littering everywhere? Be careful if you visit Brunei, as the laws here are not lenient with this behavior. Instead of reminders or fines like many other places, littering in Brunei can land you in jail. According to Brunei's strict environmental protection laws, actions that pollute the environment, such as littering, cutting trees, or picking flowers, can result in up to 2 years in prison or fines of up to 5,000 USD. Brunei prides itself on its green, clean, and beautiful environment, and the people here have a high awareness of environmental protection. Do not think you can litter irresponsibly, as they will monitor and punish violations strictly. Many people believe that such heavy penalties are excessive for a minor act. However, it is important to note that Brunei has a high per capita income, and without such severe penalties, deterrence would not be effective. Therefore, instead of complaining about the regulations, increase your awareness of environmental protection starting with yourself. Join hands to keep Brunei green, clean, and beautiful, so this country remains an ideal destination for tourists. Number 6. No traffic lights. Stepping into Brunei, visitors are often surprised by the unique traffic system here. Instead of familiar traffic lights, Brunei uses roundabouts, offering tourists interesting and memorable experiences. The no red light traffic system can confuse visitors, especially those from densely populated countries with complex traffic systems. However, this is a unique cultural feature of Brunei, contributing to its distinctiveness and tourist attraction. Using roundabouts brings many benefits. First, it helps reduce traffic congestion. Without red lights, vehicles can move continuously through roundabouts, ensuring smoother traffic flow. Second, it enhances pedestrian safety. Without traffic lights, drivers must yield to pedestrians at crosswalks, reducing accident risks. However, this system also has some limitations. It can be challenging for new drivers or those unfamiliar with the traffic system. Additionally, it can cause congestion at roundabouts during peak hours, especially in densely populated areas. Overall, using roundabouts instead of red lights is a unique feature of Brunei, offering tourists an interesting and different experience. This traffic system reflects Brunei's culture of courtesy and mutual respect among Bruneians. Number 5. Men and women cannot study together in Brunei. Brunei, a devout Islamic country in Southeast Asia, has clear and strict gender boundaries, reflected in its unique education system and laws. Unlike many other countries where men and women study together and interact freely, Brunei applies a separate education model for the two genders. Invisible walls are erected from elementary school, where male and female students attend separate schools. A common sight on Brunei's streets is female students in black cloaks covering their heads, exposing only their eyes, distinctly different from the attire of male students. This separation extends beyond the school environment. According to Brunei law, men and women who are not blood relatives or married and live together are considered to be violating the law. This rule surprises many, especially visitors from more open cultures. The strict legal system also applies to seemingly harmless actions, such as walking together in a shopping mall or sitting and chatting in a park between two unrelated people of the opposite sex. Consequences can include severe penalties, causing visitors to feel worried and cautious. The story of Brunei is a reminder of cultural diversity and different social rules worldwide. Visitors to Brunei should be aware and respectful of local regulations to avoid unnecessary troubles. However, alongside these strict rules, Brunei still holds unique cultural beauty and friendly, hospitable people ready to welcome tourists to explore. Number 4. No criticizing the king. You might not be fond of the existence of monarchs in this century, but when in Brunei, never speak ill of their king. Doing so could cost you dearly. The legal term for insulting the royal family is lèse-majesté, which is illegal in Brunei. Speaking or sharing anything unfavorable about the sultan or prince is a crime. Brunei is an absolute monarchy, ruled by the Bolkiah royal family for over 600 years. The 29th Sultan of Brunei, Hassan al-Bolkiah, is one of the world's richest monarchs. Records show he owns a vast fortune, including 600 luxury cars, notably 165 custom-made Rolls-Royces, a Boeing 747 jet refurbished with solid gold and crystal, an Airbus 346, smaller jets, and 2 helicopters. His palace boasts 1,788 rooms. Notably, he once piloted his Boeing 747 to Washington, D.C. to discuss oil cooperation and climate change with President Obama. In addition, Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah built a mosque adorned with gold and diamonds, and holds the positions of Prime Minister, Minister of Defense, and Minister of Finance of Brunei. Upon arriving in Brunei, one of Southeast Asia's wealthiest Islamic nations, visitors are often struck by the unique transportation system. Unlike bustling cities, Brunei has a very limited public transport network, instead featuring the unique water taxis gliding smoothly on the rivers. With an average of 2 private cars per person, the demand for public transport is low, and hence buses and traditional taxis are sparse, primarily serving tourists and expatriates. Finding a taxi on Brunei streets can be a challenge. You might wait for hours or need to book well in advance. Instead of wasting time, try the distinctive experience of a water taxi, an unmissable feature of Brunei. Head to the busy docks and you'll be greeted by colorful motorboats ready to take you to Kampong Air, the world's largest water village, home to thousands of families. This floating village consists of stilt houses lining the riverbanks. Interestingly, although they live on the water, most families in Kampong Air own private cars. Number 2, noise is banned. Do you ever long for a peaceful life away from the world's hustle and bustle? If so, Brunei is your ideal destination. Known for its serene atmosphere, Brunei strictly controls noise and people highly value silence. In Brunei, making noise is not only considered impolite but also a legal offense. Even talking loudly can get you into trouble. This regulation stems from the Bruneian belief that noise negatively impacts health, increases stress, and disrupts the country.